All right, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Wanted to show you some of my latest trades and get into some analysis right here. So these are the trades in the exclusive Discord. Did an ETH short yesterday and doubled this Bitcoin long from before risk-free. That one got stopped out in profit, as you can see right here. And now the ETH short is doing pretty well. As you can see, I took this trade on FAIRDESK. If you guys aren't familiar with FAIRDESK, it's a newer exchange that's pretty good if you don't want to have to use a VPN or a KYC. Them and MEXC are really good. If you're interested in the premium Discord, link down below if you want one free month of it. If you sign up to MEXC or FAIRDESK and deposit at least $200, then shoot me a DM on Discord with your UID. Use my link, obviously, for MEXC or FAIRDESK. I'll give you one free month as a free trial in the Discord. If you want to pay in crypto, we're now accepting crypto. So just go to the free Discord, go to the announcements tab for more details on that. And last thing, smash the like button if you enjoy the content. Sorry to show so much stuff just at once, but let's get into it here. And let's see. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, the big picture here is these gap to RSIs. We think they're going to come down. In the short term, the question is, how much more could we potentially pump? It's kind of looking like we're going to come down, especially with the 2-week here. I mean, if you compare that 2-week red dot to back there, looks like you're going to come down. Two potential bottoms, one for a double bottom. If we repeat the general pattern we saw here, that was a double bottom in that bear market. That was generally a double bottom. You'd probably bump into your 400 weekly moving average around 16K or something. Maybe in September. That would make a lot of sense. Go into a bad recession, kind of worst case scenario. I'm thinking, obviously, anything it could happen, but kind of worst case scenario, like your big buy zones, like typical, what do we see? Those 80% corrections for Bitcoin, 12, 13K. That's going to be a big place. So let's move on here. The big thing that I've been looking at a bit here is, one, the 2-day. This looks pretty bearish on a lot of levels. This is coming down in terms of money flow. Your VWAP's starting to come down as well. So that could easily bring us down farther. And then if you look at these daily, if you could see where I kind of mapped out, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But look at these trigger waves right here, guys. See how this trigger wave, that trigger wave, and then the trigger wave right there, that was a 5%er. That was an 11%er. If you come down and repeat 11%, that's right here. If it's 5%, you're going to come down, at least to this pocket again, 26K. That's going to be where your 200 weekly moving average is right there. If you lose that, I think you're at least coming down to 24.5. That's where things get more bearish. And then probably, the place after that's going to be around 22. So, we got a lot in store for us. And, the 2-day, the daily, they don't look good by any means, really. Now, and the other thing, too, if you look at these RSIs, they're gapped here. It came up, brought us up a little. Now they're curving back down. They're, again, tight curving back down. So that makes it seem like you could come down more. Also, the 16-hour, you're confirmed with the red dot there. RSI's gapped a little bit. I think you could come deeper into the money flow if you do end up at 24K in the beginning of June. That's going to be a really, textbook, sell in May, walk away, sell on the last day of May or short in the last day of May, and it comes down. So, yeah. Other thing I'm looking for right now is going to be, money flow to come down potentially on the 6-hour right here. You also have, money flow that could come down into the red on the 3-hour. That could be potentially a good place. I might be looking to try to short, like a swing short, try to bring us down to, 24, give it some time. You know what I mean? And then ultimately lower time frames. You look like you could come a little bit deeper. If we do, you probably could get a nice scalp off of this this volume area low and this spiral line right here. If you could get a bullish div, probably in the 30-minute, if we come down a little bit lower in the next few hours or something, that would make a lot of sense for a trade. And then same could probably be said with money flow coming up on the 15, 16, excuse me, these areas as you kind of hit this level. I would not be going long at the moment. Sure, you might get lucky, with the 27K jump, but these places are usually like a magnet. If you get this close, most likely you're going to play around with it. Let's move on to Ethereum a little bit here. So the thing on Ethereum I was looking at was, I believe it was the 2-day potential trigger wave that might print here. So you got the 2-day. That one brought us down 27. This one was 13 from that top right there. 27 is going to bring you down that far. If it's less, you got that spiral line here at 15. This is a significant area right there, but I think you're going to come back to these spiral lines pretty soon, this general area on the 2-day right there. So, yeah, I mean, also money flow seems like it's at this level here, then you dump down, could be somewhat of a repeat of that. And if we look at kind of the same as Bitcoin, we look at the 16 here, red dot, gap to our size, that's trying to come down, rejected off of the volume area high right there, making a lot of sense that we would retest the volume area low. And then if we lose that, then your technical target's going to be around here at 15. And you could kind of map that out by, it's kind of a parallel channel technical target or whatever. Yeah, right there, 1580. That could be, if we crash down pretty soon, that could be a big place to look for a potential long or something, scalp long at least. And then in the shorter term, it looks like money flow could come down a bit more here, down to maybe the point of control, about 1820 right there. So that's what I'm looking at. But right now, just a pretty fierce rejection off of this area. The short is playing out pretty well. I may add to the short potentially on the 3-hour money flow crossover. Could be a good place. Add to the short, set your new stop loss to entry point, so it's a risk-free trade, then take more profits probably at the POC. It's kind of a no-brainer right there. And if it gets stopped out, no big deal. You didn't really lose anything, just some market fees or whatever, but it's still a profitable trade overall. And then these are coming up right here. So short term, I mean, you might have a little bit. Maybe some people are trying to go long a little bit early or whatever. But I do think this kind of area right here, I forget what this was, maybe a local fib level, 1840. Yeah, probably if Bitcoin hits right here, like 20, this pocket, that's where ETH would probably hit a little bit lower right there to again get a potential bounce. Keep in mind, guys, ETH is pretty bearish against Bitcoin lately. If you look at the ETH Bitcoin evaluation, especially on the weekly here, it's taken its time, but these EMAs turning, into the gray here. It's been a sideways, boring, growing old waiting for this to play out. It's taken its time here, but you could even have maybe a hidden bearish div here with this coming down farther. I forget. No, that actually, I don't think that would be unless you drew it up from the, forget how you're supposed to, mind blank right now. I forget if you're supposed to, for the bear div, I think you were supposed to be going from the top, so not a hidden bear div, but, to go down with the money flow right there, and then I think you're eventually going to come down farther, so be careful with ETH right now. The only reason I think it's held up so well is because all these meme coins and that stuff, you know what I mean? That's why I think it's held so well so far. Also, if you look at the DYX, the Dixie right here, it's creeping up a good amount. That weekly bullish div I've been telling you guys about is played out. The 2-week has a green dot here. So it does look like you're going to get up to 106 pretty soon. I can't imagine Bitcoin holds up too well if you get up that high. And real soon, these lower time frames do look a bit overheated, but no signs of stopping just yet. You might easily get to 106 here. Matic was looking a bit bearish, especially in my opinion on the 3-day. I think alts are going to continue to bleed against Bitcoin. As we hopefully see, if Bitcoin goes down to 24K, we'll hopefully see this guy finally it could be in a bull pennant here or whatever, finally break up above 50 or break 250. And then you'll see, a lot of these alts get decimated against Bitcoin for probably a lot of good short opportunities. I think this is probably going to come down to 67 cents relatively soon. Also, lastly, if we look at the S&P 500 right here, you're playing around with this big fib level. This was a fib level drawn from the pandemic low, the pandemic low all the way up to our all-time high there. And I mean, you may get a bear div on the daily pretty soon. I don't know if that would be a bear div, but you're playing around with this area. If you lose this area, you absolutely could come down back to 386. Could be a local top, almost like forming a double top here, making a making a lower high right there to potentially come back down for a summer pullback, a sell and may go away type thing. So that's what we're looking at right there. That's all I got right now, guys. If you're interested in the exclusive Discord, link down below. I told you about the promo I'm doing right now, and we're also doing a yearly option, 6-month option if you pay in crypto. Go in the free Discord, go in the announcements tab if you're interested in that. Last but not least, I do have a really good trading course. If you guys are interested in that, a really good beginner course using market cipher, risk management, trading psychology, a lot of good strategies. A lot of people have really liked it, so check it out down below, 20% off with the discount code down below as well. So that's all I got right now, guys. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Have a good one. Bye.